there, internet. Mogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we are going to be playing some SHEN LUX because your boy SHEN got buffed in the most recent balance patch. I know I showcased SHEN quite recently with Quinn and sort of like barrier scout aggressive type of deck. This time around though, we're mixing SHEN with LUX in a deck built by Manu S. Manu S is a fellow streamer and content creator. I saw this deck list pop up on my Twitter, I believe last Saturday, and I was really intrigued by it, and I was very excited to try it out because SHEN got buffed in the most recent balance patch, and I think the buff was actually very significant despite the fact that it seems like a very minor tweak, right? He got one stat, buffed. He basically went from 2 attack to 3 attack, right? He used to be a 4-mana 2/5, now he's a 4-mana 3/5. This is more impactful than it seems at first, especially for newer players, because in Legends of Runeterra, there are some stat line thresholds, as I like to call them, that can lead to a significant buff if you are to alter the stat line across these thresholds and surpass them, right? What I'm trying to say here is that it's basically a very big deal if you go from 2 attack to 3 attack, as it is a very big deal if you go from 3 health to 4 health in this game. Why? Because as a 3 attack unit, you are able to one-shot the tremendous amount of 2-mana 2/3s running around the metagame and a significant amount of 4-mana or 3-mana 3/3 bodies as well. Having 3 attack allows you to become more of a nuisance as you're attacking. Before, SHEN was much easier to just chump block with weak units and have them survive, so they would be able to use them a couple of times against SHEN's attack, and that is no longer the case. Also, the ability to block fearsome attackers is very relevant, which is why going from 2 attack to 3 attack is so impactful in this game, for the same or similar reasons rather than going from 3 health to 4 health is, right? If you go from 3 health to 4 health, you're able to survive Gotcha, Grasp of the Undying, the box, get excited, etc. And these changes in stats, while they seem very minor at first, go a long way, is what I'm trying to say here. And I believe SHEN is a much better 4-drop because of this, and I'm very excited to showcase the gameplay with this deck. I think this deck is very well built. It is a SHEN LUX sort of like spell combo / mid-range list. We have an early game comprised of some pretty standard strong Demacia 1-drops, 2-drops, and 3-drops. We have the Fleet Feather Tracker alongside the Bright Steel Protector and the War Chef. This seems to be like the holy trinity of Demacia. Like, you rarely see a Demacia unit-based deck without these 1-drops and 2-drops, right? On top of that, we got the Greenglade Caretaker, one of the main reasons, in my opinion, to play SHEN. One of the strongest 1-drops in the game is she's super snowbally and really allows you to benefit from barrier synergy, right? She is tremendously powerful, and alongside cards like Stand United, can be a potential win condition as well. So we are running a full set of her, and we're running Lauren Protege because now that the Loyal Badger Bear got, toned down to a 3-mana 3/4, we actually have a reason to play Protege again, right? We benefit much more from this 3-drop than we do from the Loyal Badger Bear, as we have great synergy with the War Chef and with barriers in general. Combining barriers with challengers is just a very profitable strategy, and that's why we're running this 3-drop alongside the Shadow Assassin for card cycling, and to give us an elusive that we can combine with Stand United in the late game to swap her as she's not being blocked with a Greenglade Caretaker, for example, and go for a huge game finishing hit. As we go up the curve, we see, well, obviously we're playing Demacia, so we're slapping single combat as a full set. We got a 1-off of Deny, 3 of Riposte over Spirit's Refuge, which we have as a 1-off because aggro has been toned down. It's not as prevalent in the latter, so we are playing Riposte because generally the +3 attack from Riposte matters more than the lifesteal from Spirit's Refuge as of right now. We got a 1-off of Back-to-Back, which I really love with LUX. It is basically a burst speed way of enabling her level up. We have a full set of Remembrance, which got buffed because of the Great Horn buff. In case you don't know what card I'm talking about, is this 5-drop right here. That is a 5-mana 5/5 with Scout now. So we pulled that off in turn 3 through Remembrance if we don't have any early plays. that could be kind of busted, so we are playing that. And yes, we're playing one Unyielding Spirit. I know I voiced my opinion pretty heavily around this card lately for the same reason, not the same reason, but it's a card that I've been complaining about as much as Pilfered Goods. And yeah, my Twitch chat wasn't very excited to see a Lux deck with Unyielding Spirit, but hopefully you can look beyond that and realize that yes, we're playing Unyielding Spirit, yes, we're playing Lux. You know, Lux is becoming pretty prevalent right now, but we're running a barrier strategy, right? And we're really showcasing the power of Shen here, as we're also running a one off of Bright Steel Formation, and you know, it's still a cool deck, despite the fact that we are running some toxic stuff like Unyielding Spirit. I mean, it's no mystery that Demacia is my least favorite region. You don't see as many Demacia decks and or videos from me on this channel, even though we're on a bit of a Demacia streak these past couple of days, right? And the reason is because the region itself is a little bit more straightforward than others. It's very linear. Bannerman is not an archetype that I'm particularly fond of. I think it's necessary for the game, and it's good for the game, especially for newer players. It's a very strong deck and a very intuitive deck for new players to start learning the game with. But I don't really have much fun playing with it at this stage, as I am more experienced, and I like more complex and fulfilling strategies, honestly. So Lux is the saving grace of Demacia for me, though, because Lux is one of my favorite champions. She's easily my favorite champion in Demacia, like by a long shot, and I do enjoy building decks around her, even though Demacia Ionia is my least favorite region combination. This is a nice little exception, and I personally really enjoyed playing this deck. So hopefully you guys enjoy the games that I got for you today. You know, yes, I'm playing Unyielding Spirit with Lux. It is what it is. Regardless, before I let you guys onto the gameplay, just a really quick bit of a ramble. Hopefully it won't take too long, but I know I've been a little bit, I wouldn't say I've been too negative, but I've been very critical these past few days over cards like Unyielding Spirit and Pilfered Goods. I've been pretty frustrated by Pilfered Goods in games recently on my uploads. I'm fully aware of this. I want to clarify this real quick by saying that while I do have issues with these cards, I'm very critical about this because I'm very passionate about Legend of Runeterra. I care very much about this game. I want this game to be as healthy as it can be, and I'm very vocal about these cards because I do want Riot to ultimately do something about them. But overall, my position regarding the metagame of Constructed right now, I've never been happier with a standard metagame than I have with Legends of Runeterra. Like, I love the variety that we have, even at the top tier decks. Like, we got Heimer Vi, we got Nautilus Deep, we got Demacia Bannerman, we have Ezreal Karma, we have Sejuani making a huge splash in the meta when people were not playing her at all before, accompanied alongside Swain or Misfortune with the Plunder deck, which I think is really strong, and also Ashe. Ashe is making a resurgence. Like, the metagame is super diverse. There's so many different decks to play, and it's not really hard for me to come at you guys with a new deck every day because it's just the card pool just allows me to do all this, and I'm just like super happy with the game right now. In fact, I don't think I've ever been happier with a card game and its metagame ever, and by like a long shot. And I want to clarify this, you know, because sometimes I focus a lot on the little negatives because I'm very critical and vocal about them, but I don't want that to taint overall what is my perspective and my view on the current state of things, and that is just like, it's fantastic, and I'm super happy with everything, and hopefully, you know, I make that a little bit more clear sometimes, because you know, sometimes I can be a little bit more negative than I think I'm being, and I just wanted to clarify that. So I went on a little bit of a ramble there. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to let you guys go to the games. I will stop talking. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed some Shen Lux gameplay. I really like this deck, and I think I got some sick matches, and I had a very successful run with it in Masters, by the way, so you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. I do upload a new deck every single day, so subscribe, leave a like. It's free. God fucking damn it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Cancer starts with one card. Oh, that's actually accurate. Let's drop this. Look at my hand, guys, but don't worry. We're Shen. We're a Shen deck. We're a Shen deck with a bunch of Demacia cards. Unyielding is so stupid. It is. It is. It definitely is.
Flavor and spice.
Now here, instead of just going for an open attack, we're actually gonna drop the Bryce Steel Protector.
You're covered.
Because by giving this barrier, we basically are threatening a bigger attack, and there's no like downside to this. Honestly, I
Into the face.
like money.
Bannerman yesterday, trolling a viewer and scamming him for 50 and now this. Can I get a refund, Peepo League?
You guys are not fair. No barrier to protect my chef with, that's kinda sad. I do want to go for the remembrance here though. It just feels like it's more impactful than any other play I can go for. And yeah, it's really neat.
I will keep us safe.
Got your back.
Contain the arcane.
The Order rewards its faithful. I will play my part.
Protect and strike.
Blast your protector into tracker is so good. We have low.
Denounce magic.
Denounce magic.
I see all. You have no alibi.
You have no alibi. I mean, how good is? Should I just play LUX? Should just play LUX, right? I mean, yeah, let's just let this happen.
We can do this!
Control the mage.
To control their magic.
Night falls.
Stay safe, milady. Mages are everywhere.
Oh, don't you worry about me. Better! Brighter than before! By the light!
Protect us.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
Because this deck does have a big payoff. Turn 3. Oh, mono Bilgewater, okay. Turn 3 Remembrance is not bad. I don't have nothing better to do. I do want to lead off with the Green Glade Caretaker though.
I am one with the land.
Because if I top deck a Bryce Steel Protector,
Who would trespass here?
Be nothing left when I'm done.
maybe that was a mistake attacking, by the way, because the Dreadweight deckhand was very likely there. If you open attacks though, that's just kind of.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
Set sail. Mwah.
Big hit, but I've seen worse.
The eye of twilight sees all. Yeah, you don't want to cross me.
Yeah, you
I
don't.
sense an imbalance.
Harry, riposte. You are toast.
Do I give you barrier? No, I don't think so. I gave you barrier.
I find them unworthy.
Hardly fair.
This applies more pressure.
Take it up with my friends.
Shen with that sweet 3 attack though. Just knocking out the Yordle Grifter in one hit. That's just great.
When we're done, I'm taking your head.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Nature blesses her
Followers!
We each defend our brethren.
Stay back! My life for these lands!
We walk between realms.
Stay back! My life for these lands! Nature blesses her followers!
I'll shed a tear.
I sense an imbalance. They are under my protection.
Naruto, bitches!
Treasures of the ages for a price. Goes to a good cause. Hey!
Ye started without me.
Keep up, keep up! I've got your back! My shield is yours!
Honor dictates both our actions.
Through the coral!
You call this a fight? Aha!
I sense an imbalance.
Hardly fair.
You will be scoured from this land!
Shield up!
The Kinku go where they are needed.
Gotcha. Ninjutsu, bitch!
Try again!
Sold out!
You fought with honor.
Wasn't misplay there. You should have given the Shen support barrier to the 5/5 in case he joined a Spirit's Refuge. Wait, what? I gave the Shen support, like, so that the same play you just did, would have resulted in a 14 attack Radiant Guardian? Yeah, okay, no, I was reading Spirit's Refuge, and I was confusing it with Unyielding Spirit. I was confused. Yeah, I probably should have, yeah, no, you're probably right. I'm gonna lead off with the Fleet. I mean, Fleet of the Tracker dies to a Thermogenic Beam, unlike the Green Glade Caretaker. But I don't think it's worth it to go for that just because of like 1 damage. Plus, I enable the challenger next turn when I drop this. I think it's fine. I do want to play this now. Because I want to play Shadow Assassin on curve next turn. If he has a Thermogenic Beam or a Mystic Shot, you know, then so be it. Alright, he has both.
Rain from a cloudless sky.
Oh shit.
Grasping claws.
Okay, I didn't take that into account.
The order rewards its faithful. The dark beckons.
I'm gonna keep this to block the 3-2, take a little bit of less damage.
Within my grasp.
You cannot escape.
I am one with the land.
Be Demacia!
With quiet steps, the dragon approaches.
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Feel the sizzle! Can't fight on an empty stomach!
Spring does not pity winter.
A morsel of regret.
The reason why I'm targeting with my Shen instead of my Green Blade Caretaker is because I'm not taking any damage anyways. And if he does have a Mystic Shot, he can actually get rid of Caretaker that way.
Stands for vicious.
He's not gonna attack now. Yeah. I burned that mana, but I'd rather keep my unit safe there.
I really like money.
Hey man, I just hit diamond for the first time with your Swain blood deck. I was looking for a deck like that, but couldn't make it work myself. So big thanks, man.
Yeah, no.
Keep doing your thing. Love the content.
Thank you, buddy. I'm thinking here. What's my best lineup play? He's got 10 mana. If we drop the Shadow Assassin, like right now we have the ability to go for Riposte and for Stand United back to back, all that good stuff, alongside Deny. So I think we go for this tech.
Enforced equilibrium.
There's the 1-2 punch.
I like Stand United here. But I also like Riposte. Yeah, Stand United could be a more surprising lethal later down the line. I'm gonna go with Riposte. That's fine.
They cannot hide.
The sun is shining. We should too.
The order rewards its faithful.
Smell that? A fight's a-cooking! Batter him! Hand to the face!
Into battle with hearts aglow.
No one goes hungry!
It's too late for you.
Bring it. Tell it to the fists.
was racing for some sick plays here, but I guess not needed.
My grove. Would it help if I apologized?
Yeah, this deck, like, I don't know, man, like, new Shen just feels great. It's just crazy how much a +1 stat gain can do to a card. Like, Shen feels great now. He's not, like, he's not easily chump blocked anymore. The fact that he takes down, like, all the 2 mana 2/3s and anything with 3 health is just really, really neat, man. I really, really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep Remembrance here, I think. I don't know about keeping Lux, but I will keep everything else. Because if I don't have any earlier plays, I can just go for that.
Chains, they never stop. I gotta get out of here.
Now, this is interesting, because I can go for this next turn. I think I'm gonna go for the Remembrance. There's a lot of very neat pulls I can get.
Right out. I want to go home. Strange glow.
The Shen on curve always feels great. Cool story, girl.
Returned with interest.
Nature blesses her followers.
We each defend our brethren.
My shield is yours.
Honor dictates both our actions. Enforced equilibrium.
Cavalry to the field.
I'm gonna go with this. Obviously, this Rhyme Tusk Shaman is gonna pose a big threat. Right now, my Vanguard Cavalry is gonna be nullified by it. I don't have a 3-attack Challenger though to deal with it, so I don't want to waste Riposte just to deal with this. I'd rather set up Lux next turn and start getting some crazy value. We gotta keep certain things in mind, like a potential Ruination, amongst other things. This block onto Shen could potentially mean a Vile Feast for my opponent. Okay, but it goes there. Alright.
Nature blesses her followers.
I joined them.
The frost reveals all to me. Success gets you noticed around here.
That's good.
The Kinku protect those who keep the balance.
Just show me an ally in need. I'll be there.
Playing Lux now is pretty important because if he has another hired gun, it's going to target Lux. And making Lux vulnerable, which he has a Barrier, is nice. Very fortunate that I had this. Not much I can do about that. I'll take 4 damage to the face. I'm not even gonna pop my Lux here.
My duty's done.
I'm gonna hope for no Vile Feast here.
Sends chills up my spine.
If he had Vile Feast prior, he would have gone for it. He could have a Ruination though. That's the thing. He could have a Ruination. Ruination is very likely a possibility, so... Yeah, he's not giving me it.
I sense an imbalance.
Illuminate the enemy!
The balance has been maintained.
Make it worth my while.
You'll make a fine totem.
Aw, come on. Hater!
Bitter cold.
She doesn't like SHEN LUX.
As it had to be.
One life in exchange for another.
Bilgewater's a mess, but I'll clean it.
He's not at, I'm just thinking a lot here. He's not at,
I've been hiding my light too long!
This rose has thorns.
The mist will have you.
That's game. Before any of you complain about unyielding spirit, any 6 mana or like higher burst speed spell would have been good here.
The risks.
Shot number 1.
A beacon through the dark!
Though to be fair, this does prevent him from grasping the Undying this. So it actually does matter. Because Grasp of the Undying does not drain because it doesn't deal damage. That does work though.
A beacon in battle! The superior tactic is to never give up.
New players, like I think if somebody's trying out the game and they run into an unyielding spirit, they're like, well, this game is stupid, and they just delete it or uninstall it and move on with their lives, you know? Like I feel like that card has that power.
What do you think about a version of Unyielding that was this round only? It could be something like 5 mana. This card cannot be killed or recalled this round.
5 mana for like a round only effect like that, I think it's significantly super weak. Like it would have to be cheaper, and I don't know. I would like it to represent resilience, but maybe not temporary. Just like more resilience that can be interacted with. You know, like it's a tricky one. It's not an easy thing to like. It's not an easy card to redesign by any means. It's a very, very tricky card. The moment they made the card, they put themselves in a bit of a pickle, I think. I'm gonna keep this thing. Maybe I should have kept the deny, I'm not sure. But because of my mulligan, I was able to find this. You know, I actually don't mind this, like, the change to the voice actors with this. Like, I miss the goofy, like, over-the-top one. Like, she was definitely more fun. And I will always prefer her over this one. But I don't mind this one. Like, I think this one is decent as well. But my god, the Vanguard Redeemer, it's just like, what have they done to my girl? Look how they massacred her.
No one goes hungry.
Look how they massacred my girl.
Where you going?
I'm going to your Nexus. And I'm gonna slap it. So an early Pool Shark in this deck seems a little bit bizarre. Alright, so I can just drop you, I think. Yeah. Silent as death. I have a good blocker here for this. I will trade you for you.
You cannot escape. Master.
And I'm just gonna play Shen on curve.
I walk the space between worlds.
The rot must be cut away.
Into the face!
Vine and wisp, steady my hand.
Can't fight on an empty stomach!
Get the trash! Eat the trash!
Six mana with that. 9 support. Doesn't really make much of a difference if I do this or that. If I drop these 2 and I go up to 7, I do have an issue. I do definitely have an issue.
Nature blesses her followers.
Nature blesses her followers.
Brethren.
Deal me in. Something for all of you.
Are you serious?
My grove.
A morsel of regret.
I find them unworthy.
Bad, you bad!
The forest.
I've whipped up something special.
We walk between realms. The balance has been maintained.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
The order rewards its faithful.
It must be done.
I will play my part.
I'm out.
Got him.
Everything as it should be.
I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't have done that though. I probably should have just passed. Because the possibility of ruination was always there. I was thinking about being able to retaliate after ruination, but the reality is my hand was a little bit weak in that sense, so I shouldn't have dropped the bird there. That was a misplay. Alright, so let's see how we take on regular Demacia. I'm gonna keep the riposte because barriers are very powerful against the Demacia Bannerman mid-range. And Green Glade Caretaker is also really good.
I am one with the land.
I'm not gonna trade these two.
Feed Demacia! Smell that? A fight's a cooking!
Intruders!
Can't fight on an empty stomach! Taste the glory!
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
Yeah, maybe I should not have played like this. Maybe I made a mistake dropping the War Chef. Maybe I should have kept my mana open.
Hand to the face!
On guard!
Eat up, friend!
I'm just gonna go for zone combat here onto this. Delay the Fiora.
Vine and wisp, steady my hand.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
A delicious challenge!
Alright, let's mess some folks up. Here we go.
Show them our strength!
What is strength without style? I never hold back.
Really?
Demacia!
Try me. Protect House Laurent. The order rewards its faithful.
Welcome. Good luck out there, recruit.
Captain Crownguard, I'm Cythria.
Night falls.
We must not relent!
Raise the banner! Lift our spirits!
We stand strong!
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me. Show them our mettle!
Charge!
Break their ranks!
Shield up!
You cannot escape.
No!
Demacia will prevail!
So I go.
Whoa! Hey!
I'm surprised by that trade with the Cythria.
We fight for those who cannot.
Nice.
The Kinku protect those who keep the balance.
Just show me an ally in need. I'll be there. Pushing my limits.
As it had to be.
By the light.
By the light!
Our banner.
Illuminate the enemy.
If he has a single combat and I play this, we're in trouble. I need to deal with this Garen first.
A beacon in battle. La 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 la. For justice and all things bright.
Raise the banner! Lift our spirits! We stand strong!
A beacon through the dark.
Raise the banner! Lift our spirits! We stand strong! Stay resolute! Demacia!
You're covered.
By the light.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
Shall we get it?
A symbol worth fighting for.
I'm the bannerman now!
We do what is right!
That's very interesting. You sure about that? You're not an elite. Whoo! Whoo, this one.
Harry, riposte! Aha!
Let's brighten up their day.
Fall to our standard! No! Side by side, into battle!
Gotcha. There we go.
Did we win?
We did, Lux. We did.